wink of an eye, you can just go homeless. And I was almost in that situation. It is the difference between living in Jamaica and living in the US. There's a big difference, a lot of difference. And people everyone will have their own opinion. But I've watched a lot of videos, YouTube videos, where people who are talking that they're homeless, they're doing videos about they're homeless, sleeping in their car, and how they live. I will say this, and this is what I observe, and this is my observation. The difference between living in America and living in Jamaica, and this is, in my opinion, living in America, and this is not just my opinion, this is facts. What I'm gonna say here, some of it is my opinion. Whatever is my opinion, I will say what is my opinion. But this is facts. When you're living in the US, in America, and you're working, you have a nice job, and you always pay your bills on time. The funny thing about it is that even though you pay your bills on time, you always pay your bills on time, you always pay your rent on time, you always do everything on time, and everything always working well and working in your favor. The minute if you lose your job, you have to find another one quickly, because nobody is gonna sympathize with you when you're not able to pay your bills. Number one, you have to pay your bills online. You have nobody to go to and said, oh, you can't pay your bills at this time, unless you have friends and family who are willing to help you to pay your bills. They're not gonna take you. If they do take you in, that is gonna be for a short period of time, until you find a job, until you can be able to support yourself financially. They're not gonna bear your burden of finding you food, clothes, and help you to pay your bills. You have to go out and find something so you can sustain yourself financially. If it does, I don't know, I've never been in that situation. Ever since I've been living here in America, I live with people, and it's my first time living with people. I've never lived with anybody else, with anybody other than my family, my children, my sister and brothers, in the same home, but not in the same house. I've never lived with anybody in the same house until I came here in America. So when I came here, in order for me to rent, because I couldn't rent an apartment or a house, I need credit, which I didn't have. And even though I didn't have credit, I still didn't have the funds. I didn't have the money to rent a full apartment. So I have to live with other people. I have to, people have their house and they would rent out a room. They rent one room, so you rent that one room. And you share kitchen, you share bathroom. And some people rent the room and you have to share the room as well. I think I was in that situation once. It was very uncomfortable. But I say this to say that if you're in Jamaica, I'm from Jamaica, when you're in Jamaica, and if something goes down, you got kicked out for some reason, and you're not able to live in the apartment for some reason, or where you're living, it's easy for family and friend to take you in, and they fed you. Yes, the family and friends, they take you in and they feed you, and sometimes they clothe you as well. And you don't have to, in some cases, you don't have to rush to find a job. And you feel that, oh, this person is a good person. Yes, the person is a good person, but you're being a burden to that person. And you may not see it that way, that you become a burden to the person, until maybe when the person start talking about it now and said, okay, you need to find somewhere, or you need to find a job so you can sustain yourself. And then you turn around and, curse that person out because not seeing the good that the person did to you. But in different cases, in different scenarios, if you come to the US and you rented somewhere, or you're not able to rent somewhere, or you live with a family, and the family said, well, now that you're here, you have to find a job and help to pay the bills. You would think that that person, because they're in America, they change. It's not that they change. It's not that the person changed. It's the same person, but there's more to it. There's pressure, because it is not like you're back in Jamaica and you have to work whether sun, rain or shine. You have to go to work. You have to pay the bills. So it is only fair that when you come and you live with that person, you help to take care of the bills. There's no free way, there's no leeway out, there's no way out other than you have to do it by the book. You have to do it the right way. So there's that's a difference between living in Jamaica and living in the US, United States. And there's a lot more, but I don't want to ramble on and talk everything that I found out since I've been here, and you might think I'm against you. No, I'm not against you. I'm just saying the facts, and this is what I found out. And here in America, it is easier. It is much easier. By a wink of an eye, you can just go homeless. And I was almost in that situation. The only reason why I wasn't homeless, I conditioned my mind to live with people. I conditioned my mind to live among other people, rent one room from the owner who own a house, live in that one room, share kitchen, share bathroom. Sometimes with the people you're sharing with, they don't like cleaning, and they don't like cleaning. And it makes you feel miserable and uncomfortable. But what other choice do you have? You have no other choice to live with it until you can do better. I was in that situation where living with renting a room from. I've in that position 4 times. I think I was in that position 4 times, renting one room from people who have house, and they rent it to several other people. So if each person rent one room, and everybody share one kitchen. And in most cases, you don't share bathroom with the owner, but you share among the other people who are renting. And it's sometimes really hard. It's hard because I say it's hard, and it's really hard because when you're sharing, not everybody comply, not everybody clean, not everybody like to clean, and not everybody have the same mindset as you. I just want to share that with you, the difference. So by any chance, if you're a Jamaican watching this video, and when you come here, you have to adapt. And if you're American watching this video, I don't know what your views on it. Leave it in the comment. Leave it in a comment, your views on this video. What you think the difference is. Tell me what you think about Jamaicans. And Jamaicans, tell me what you think about living in America. Would you share your apartment? Would you share your room? Or would you rent a room? And I guess I've met a lot of people here who, when they came here, have to do basically the same thing. because they have no family here, or some of them have family, but they can't go to the family, or the family doesn't want anybody. I don't know. I don't want to get there. But I've seen so many people who came here and they have family, yes, but they can't go to the family for whatever the reason, or they don't want to go to the family for whatever reason. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and share your comment in the comment below. Guys, this is Vlogmas number 2.